Hey, it's Julie with Paradigm Interiors, and tonight I am talking about kitchen work zones. So last night we talked about kitchen work triangles and what that means. Again, it's the distance between the refrigerator, the sink, and the range or your cooktop, and making sure that it's not too big or too small to work comfortably in your kitchen. But work zones are equally as important, and something that we don't, maybe not everybody knows about or thinks about. But really what it does is it helps congregate, I guess, or push together tasks that are similar to each other. So if you break down kitchen tasks and the activities that you would normally do in your kitchen as far as preparing food, cooking food, cleaning up, and storing, you want to make sure that these various tasks that take place in a way that makes sense. So if you think about from a food preparation standpoint, what pieces of equipment, what appliances do you need for preparing food? Well, you need knives, you need a cutting board, you need the food itself, you need some counter space. And then the next step really is, cooking food. And that's part of the preparation. So you're going to want to make sure that the appliances that you use to cook your food, so your oven, your microwave, and your range are close by each other. And that those are really located fairly close to the refrigerator and your pantry where the food is being stored, because you'll need to have the food stored close to the place where you're going to prepare and cook the food. And then when you think about the food cleanup, you're going to be thinking about things like your sink and your dishwasher, and then where you have your pots and pans and your dishes stored. So, if you think about that in terms of a work triangle, then things that you're going to want to locate close to your triangle are plenty of counter space, so that, when you're doing these various tasks, you have enough counter space to do that work. Making sure that, the range or the cooktop is part of that triangle, but the microwave and the oven aren't necessarily part of that. So you may want to make sure that your microwave and your oven are as close to your range or your cooktop as possible. So if you do have an independent cooktop and you've got a wall oven and microwave, let's say, then that wall oven and microwave you may want to have just on the other side of the landing space and the counter space next to your cooktop. And then thinking about being able to put things away. So you always want your dishwasher right beside your sink. If you're right-handed, then you're going to have that dishwasher on the right-hand side of your sink. If you're left-handed, or whoever does the dishes most in your home is left-handed, you may want to consider putting that on the left-hand side of your sink, especially if, it's a forever home and you're planning on staying there a long time. If you're planning on leaving your house and you're doing the kitchen remodel as an upgrade to your house to help sell it or whatever down the road, putting it on the left-hand side may not be a great idea, because that, could affect the selling of your house and other people, as most of the world is right-handed. But if you are left-handed and you know that you're going to be living in that house for many, many years, and you're going to get 15, 20 years out of that kitchen remodel, go ahead and put that dishwasher on the left-hand side, because it will be easier for you to load and unload the dishes and probably not break dishes quite as much as if you have it on the other side. So those are some important things to think about as far as work zones, making sure that those work zones are close to each other, and that you can do those, similar tasks together. Having everything within reach or a couple of steps away will help, the energy that you will expend doing those specific activities in the kitchen. So you won't be running around trying to prepare food, because all of the things that you need to do food prep and cook will be right there within a couple of steps of each other. So that is kitchen work zones. Again, something that is great to know so that if you are working with a kitchen designer, whether it's an online cabinet company, an interior designer, Home Depot or Lowe's, or your local mom and pop kitchen shop, or you're working directly with a contractor or remodeler, you know, it's great to know these things because that will help you communicate your ideas better to them and help you get what you really want and have a really comfortable and really functional kitchen. So tomorrow night I am going to get my kitchen spick and span. Probably should have done it tonight because we had takeout tonight. My kitchen's probably a little cleaner tonight, but tomorrow night I'm going to get my kitchen really clean, and I'm going to invite you guys all into my kitchen to show you the design that I did for that kitchen, the functionality of it. It's not a very big kitchen. It's a medium-sized kitchen, and my work triangle is smaller because of that. But some of the things that I did in my kitchen to kind of help with storage and help make it more comfortable and functional. And you know, and you don't always get everything, especially in a smaller kitchen. So there's definitely some things that I would have liked to have done better. But you know, it's an award-winning kitchen, so I have that bragging right on my own kitchen, and I can't wait to share it with you tomorrow night. So join me then, and I'll show you how I designed it so that I have really good work zones and a really good work triangle in my kitchen. See you tomorrow night.